Hey, Shalom Akim. Call Halayim Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Bashem Rakakwadash. That's all praises to the Most High in the name of His only begotten Son, whose true name is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah Bashem Rakakwadash. And double honors to the apostles and elders as always, and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. Shalom to you, sincere brothers, man. We almost out of here. Keep pushing. This is just another article I wanted to bring out real quick through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says the U.S. government has failed its people and the world. Chinese state media attacks Washington after more than 1 million Americans contracted coronavirus. All right, Beijing state media has declared today that the U.S. government has failed its people and the world as America now accounts for a third of the global infection tally. Now, wasn't Trump on TV for what that was a month ago, 2 months ago, telling everybody how the U.S. got the best doctors in the world, how good he's gonna handle this thing, and now the world is looking at the U.S. like, really, man, y'all couldn't contain this thing. Y'all had all this time, because we literally watched this thing spread from China to Italy, through Europe, then the U.S., and America didn't contain it, so now they being called out on their bullshit, man. All right, Global Times, a state-run newspaper, claimed in an article Wednesday that Chinese people won't allow their country to suffer vast infections like the U.S. Ooh, the column came after infections across the U.S. increased by more than 27,000 on Monday, bringing the total number of cases to just over 1 million. The Chinese media blamed the U.S. government for failing American people by placing their political interests above the life-threatening epidemic. Yeah, man, come on, man. America is for one, it's a big-ass melting pot, man. So the people here, like, at least in China, majority of all your citizens are so-called Chinese. So everybody looks the same. They have the same heritage, the same, genealogy. You look over here in the United States, man, this is a big-ass melting pot, man. You got damn near all the nations here, But at the end of the day, it's still ran by Esau, but you got all these damn different nations here, man. So, and then America, this is Babylon the Great, so, things are going to be different here, man. This is a major biblical landmark, prophetic landmark, man. Let's see what it says. So the U.S. is home to more than 300 million people. If the same proportion of infections were to have occurred in China, a country with over 1.4 billion people, 4 million people would have been infected. About 50 times more than the actually number of reported cases. But the state media claimed that Chinese people would not allow their country to suffer such vast infections. The news outlet, let's see, I'm gonna just get the main points. The article then continued by listing 3 things that the U.S. government is supposed to do. First, it needs to apologize to its people and admit it has mishandled the epidemic. Hey, that's a good point. Second, it must learn lessons and take decisive measures to fight against the virus and reduce infections and deaths. And going back to that first point, man, the pride here is too high, man. You got DJ Trump in the office, and he ain't finna make no apologies, man. I can't even picture him apologizing in my mind, Third point, it says it should push forward international cooperation and create conditions for a global fight to eliminate the novel coronavirus, the newspaper wrote. However, the U.S. government has done none of those things. Hey, man, so, the world is seeing that this virgin daughter, man, she ain't got no pity. She ain't got no feelings. She's selfish, And ultimately, this is going to lead to all the nations, basically, lighten this bitch up, man. The rest is just stats. So, man, I'm going to go ahead and bring some scriptures out. Lord willing, this thing is edifying. So back to the title again. It says the U.S. government has failed its people and the world. Chinese state media attacks Washington after more than 1 million Americans contracted coronavirus. And this ain't gonna be long. It's the book of Nahum. I'm gonna start at verse 1. The point is at verse 5. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses. Salaki. And of the jumping chariots. The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumbled upon their corpses. Yeah, man, the bodies are piling up here, man. The cases are rising, the bodies are piling up. I just saw one article that said that it was a bunch of bodies found in Brooklyn after people was reporting smelling the stench of death in the neighborhood, man. Verse 4 says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, that's Babylon the Great, America, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness and the kingdoms thy shame. You see, and this is a shameful thing here, man. Here it is, Trump boasting on how great America is. It got the best doctors in the world. It got the best this, the best that. And yet here it is, you responsible with a little bitty population of 300-something million people of having the third of the world's a third of the world's coronavirus cases, man. You know, and the world is seeing that, man. They saying, damn. They seeing how shitty the economy is here. You see, they seeing how ill prepared America was for this pandemic. You know, and you know, the shame and the nakedness is being uncovered, man. The skirt is being lifted on America. Let's get that one. This is book Isaiah chapter 47 verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks and make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Going into, you know, America being revealed, man. You know, that this is what's happening. This is where we at with this thing. America is getting revealed. The shame is starting to be saw. The nakedness. You know, these nations are pursuant to the book of Joel. They're saying I'm strong. You know, they getting their military together and everything, because prophecy says that these nations are going to turn on America, man, and destroy America, you know, by fire. And we at the time where that's starting to happen, man. You know, first is America's being exposed and you know, being shown that she's not as strong and as mighty as she once was in the past. Verse 3 says, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. You see? Again, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. So everybody is seeing it, you know, especially through the internet. And call Allah Yabashim Al-Shah for the internet, because the internet plays a part, you know, in all of this, man. You know, the Hebrew Israelites being scattered abroad, waking up, coming into the truth. And as brothers and elders been saying, you know, America's destruction is going to be broadcasted, man. So, you know, everything is going to be seen, man. This whole thing is going to be seen, man. And everybody is beginning to see the beginning stages of the fall of Babylon the Great, man. And eventually all these nations are going to hate this place, like I said earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that out. This is Revelation 17, verse 16. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. You see that? So the EU, the NATO, You know, all these other nations, China, Russia, Korea, all these nations are going to end up turning and hating America, man, and destroying this place, man, off the face of the earth, man. And they're going to burn it with that nuclear fire by way of them ICBM missiles. This is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain? If so, be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto the heaven and is lifted up even to the skies, man. So the sins of Babylon the Great has reached into the heavens, man. And judgment is about to come down from the Most High, man. All right, so Lord willing, that was edifying. Shalom.